Hi students, good morning and welcome to the new episode of our English class. Okay, in the previous class we discussed the first part of our third lesson, Fancy Nancy, which is the title of the third lesson. Our third lesson is Fancy Nancy. I hope all of you read the text read that first part so many times and you are familiar with the tough words and you read the portions. Okay, I will read that portion once more and then let us move on to the next part. The trouble with Nancy was that she did not like cabbage, tomatoes, potatoes, meat or fish. She did not like cheese, chicken or rice pudding either. She quite liked apple and chips, but you cannot live on those. Now eat up your dinner, Nancy, mother said, or I shall get cross. But I don't like it, Nancy grumbled. Fancy Nancy, that is what you are, mother answered, getting cross just as she had promised. She had bought Nancy a new plate. It had a funny little house painted on it. It had flowers and toadstools painted outside the house. The cottage had a small door painted in yellow. Nancy loved to watch the cottage. Mother had paid a good amount for the plate so that Nancy would eat her food happily. I am going into the kitchen now to get the pudding, she said. And when I come back, I want to see a nice clean plate. Don't let me get upset, Nancy. These are the words of the mother. Okay, I'll say the summary. There was a child whose name is Nancy and she did not like eating anything. She did not like eating most of the food items she did not like. Most of the food items she did not like. What are the things she did not like? Can you say the answer? What are the things she did not like? First one. Yes, say the answer. Cabbage, tomatoes, potatoes, then meat or fish she didn't like, and she didn't also like cheese. Then which are the other items? Chicken or rice puddings. The items she did not like are, can you say the answer? Say loudly. Cabbage. She didn't like cabbage. Then the next one, potato. P-O-T-A-T-O. Potato. Then tomato. She didn't like tomato. Then fish. Then meat. Then cheese. Next one, cheese. Next one, chicken. Chicken or rice pudding. R-I-C-E, rice, P-U-D-D-I-N-G, rice pudding. She didn't like these food items. She didn't like these food items. Nancy didn't like to have these food items like cabbage, potato, tomato, fish, meat, cheese, chicken and rice puddings. She only liked to eat, which is the thing she liked, which are the things, two things she liked, apple and chips. She only liked apple and chips. Apple and chips. She only liked apple and chips. But mother knows very well that only eating apple and chips is not sufficient for the growing of Nancy. Sufficient for the growth of Nancy. It is not the thing that two things, apple and chips, cannot provide the essential nutrients for the growth of a child. So mother asked him to have her meals and told him that if you don't have your meal fully, I will cross you. I will not be friendly with you. And Nancy grumbled when mother saved her food. Mother saved her food, and on seeing the items in the plate, Nancy grumbled. What do you mean by grumbled? G-R-U-M-B-L-E-D, grumbled. Grumbled means made complaints. Children are in the habit of making complaints while the mother is providing them or serving them food. You are also in the habit of grumbling when your mother serve you food. You don't like the food which was served, but you are asking for some other items. You are asking for some other items. This is a habit of children. But here Nancy's mother is a wise woman. Nancy's mother is a wise woman. So making Nancy having her meals, what did Nancy's mother do? Nancy's mother bought a new plate and it was a costly one. Nancy's mother bought BOUGST. Nancy's mother bought a new plate and which was a costly one. What was the specialty of the plate? There was a picture painted on the plate. The plate was a beautiful one and it has a picture of a small house. It has a picture of a small house and there were so many other things around the house. And the house means small house means cottage. And the door of the cottage was painted in yellow. The door of the cottage was painted in yellow. On seeing the new plate, Nancy became very happy. Nancy looked at the house and she is interested to look at the house painted on the new plate. And the door of the cottage was painted in yellow color and she was very interested to watch it. Then Nancy's mother served food in the new plate. It was a costly one, but Nancy's mother didn't mind the value of the cost of the plate because her aim was to make Nancy have the meal completely, eat the meal completely. Okay, this much we studied yesterday and today we are going to study the next topic. Okay, I am going into the kitchen now to get the pudding, she said, and when I come back I want to see a nice clean plate. Nancy's mother served food in the new plate, and gave it to Nancy and told in an angry way, in an angry tone that I am going to the kitchen to make another dish, that is pudding. When I come back to you, you will make your plate a clean way. That means you have to eat your full lunch, full meal. You have to eat your full meal. I want to see a nice clean plate. When I come back, I want to see a nice clean plate. And don't let me get upset. Upset means sad. Upset, sad. Don't let me get upset. That means don't make me sad. While you are eating your lunch fully, I will become happy. When you are sparing the dishes, I will become sad. Don't make me sad. Mother left there. Saying this, mother left that place. Mother go away from there. Mother went away from there, leaving Nancy staring closely at her cabbage, potatoes and fried rice. Which are the dishes? Cabbage, potatoes and fried rice are served in the new plate. Cabbage, potatoes and fried rice. These three items Nancy didn't like. Nancy didn't like fried rice, cabbage or potato. But she was served cabbage, potatoes and fried rice. She was staring crossly at her cabbage. The only speciality is the food is served in a new plate and there were so many pictures in the plate and a beautiful picture of a house was painted in the plate. That was the only speciality. Nancy staring closely, spelling S-T-A-R-I-N-G. Staring means look closely. Staring, looking. Staring means looking. Nancy staring closely at her cabbage, potatoes and fried rice. She was staring closely at her cabbage, potatoes and fried rice. Okay, mother left, leaving Nancy staring closely at her cabbage, potatoes and fried rice. Suddenly a funny thing happened. She was looking at the paintings in the plate. Suddenly a funny thing happened. Suddenly, spelling. Look at the spelling of suddenly. Yes, you say the spelling. S-U-D-D-E-N-L-Y. Suddenly. S-U-D-D-E-N-L-Y. Suddenly. Suddenly a funny thing happened. H-A-P-P-E H-A-P-P-E-N-E-D, happened, H-A-P-P-E-N-E-D, happened means took place. Suddenly things happened. The yellow door of the painted cottage opened. There was a plate here. There was a plate. There was a plate, and inside this there was the picture of a house. There was a picture of a house, and what happened? There were so many other pictures are there. And suddenly what happened? What was the color of the door of the cottage? What was the color? The color of the door was painted in yellow. Painted in yellow. Suddenly while Nancy was staring, looking closely, Nancy was staring at the plate. What happened? A funny thing happened. The yellow door of the painted cottage opened. What happened? This is the yellow door, and it opened suddenly while Nancy was staring at the plate. The plate is a lifeless thing. It is a thing, and suddenly in the picture there was a house, and the door was yellow colored one. And what happened suddenly? At once while Nancy was staring at the plate, what happened? The door of the cottage opened. The door of the cottage opened. The door of the cottage opened, and a little man came out. What happened? The door, there was a picture in the plate. You listen. There was a picture in the plate, and the door, there was a house, the picture of the house. The door was painted yellow. Suddenly while Nancy was staring at the dishes, there were so many dishes served in the new plate. And while Nancy was staring at it, the door of the plate opened. The door of the plate opened, and a man came out. A small man came out. A little man came out. He had a bright yellow suit and a pointed hat. What was the specialty of that man? He wears a pointed hat. He wears a pointed hat. The man who came out from the door wears a pointed hat and an yellow suit. He wears a yellow suit, and he is wearing a pointed hat. That is the specialty of the man. The man was a little man, and he wears an yellow suit and a pointed hat. He had a bright yellow suit and a pointed hat. He bowed politely before sitting down on the edge of Nancy's plate. It was in the Nancy's plate, and he bowed his head to her. He bowed his head to greet Nancy. Whenever you see your elders or a person a person to whom you have respect, what is the thing you should have to do? You should bow your head and greet them. Bow your head is the sign of respect. It's the sign of respect. To show our respect, we can bow our head and greet them like that. Here the little man bowed before Nancy, and before he is sitting in the edges of the plate. Edges means edge. Edge is the side. Edge. The yellow door of the painted cottage opened, and a little man came out. He had a bright yellow suit. He is wearing a bright yellow suit and a pointed hat. Pointed. P-O-I-N-T-E-D. Listen to the spelling. P-O-I-N-T-E-D. Pointed. P-O-I-N-T-E-D. Pointed hat. And he bowed politely. How did he bow? Is he with an anger or in another tone? No, he is politely bow. Politely means with humbleness. Humbleness, politely. P-O-L-I-T-E-L-Y. Politely. P-O-L-I-T-E-L-Y. Politely. He bowed his head with politeness. And he bowed politely before sitting down at the edge of Nancy's plate. As he came to the front of the plate, he bowed his head politely before sitting at the edge of Nancy's plate. I will read the paragraph once more. Suddenly a funny thing happened. The yellow door of the painted cottage opened. You listen to the text. the yellow door of the painted cottage opened and a little man came out. He had a bright yellow suit and a pointed hat. He bowed politely before sitting down on the edge of Nancy's plate. "Who are you?" Nancy asked him. Nancy became very wondered. She was surprised. On seeing the young man, she asked him, "Who are you?" And Nancy asked, "I am Mr. Manners," answered the little man. What did the man say? "I am Mr. Manners." M-A-N-N-E-R-S. Manners. M-A-N-N-E-R-S. Manners. Manners means bad manners and good manners are there. Manners, ശീലങ്ങൾ. Manners. ശീലങ്ങൾ. Manners. നല്ല ശീലങ്ങൾ. Good manners. And I am Mr. Manners. Nancy asked him, "Who are you?" The little man came out and bowed before her before he sat in the edges of the plate. Then the man came and sat in the edges of the plate, and then Nancy asked him, "Who are you?" The man replied. Answered means replied. A-N-S-W-E-R-E-D. The tough words from the former paragraph is upset. Listen here. U-P-S-E-T. Upset means sad. What is the meaning of upset? Sad. Then staring. S-T-A-R-I-N-G. Staring means looking. Looking closely, that is staring. Looking without taking the eyes from there, that is staring. Suddenly. S-U-D-D-E-N-L-Y. Suddenly means soon, at once, suddenly. Then happened. H-A-P-P-E-N-E-D. Take place. Happen means took place. Then pointed. Pointed means the tip is very pointed. Pointed. P-O-I-N-T-E-D. Politely. Politely with means politely means with humbleness. In a humble way. Politely. When her plate was the little man bowing again, what did he do? Nancy asked, "Who are you?" Then, "I am Mr. Manners." Answered. The next word is answered means replied. A-N-S-W-E-R-E-D. Answered means replied. R-E-P-L-I-E-D. Replied. Answered means replied. The little man bowing again. The little man again bowed before her, before Nancy, and said, "I am in a terrible fix." I am in a terrible fix means I am in a dilemma. I am in a confusion. I am in a terrible. T-E-R-R-I-B-L-E. Terrible. T-E-R-R-I-B-L-E. Terrible. Terrible. I am in a terrible fix. I am in a confusion. You see, sometimes you eat so little. Who is this man? I am little Manners. The man said that. The man answered that I am little Manners, and you made me in a confusion. You put me in a confusion. That you see, sometimes you eat so little. Nancy, please mind it. You are eating so little. So it means very little. I can't get out of my front door. It spoils my garden too. Here. From the picture there came a little man and he is saying, "You put me in a confusion. Sometimes you put me in a confusion." Why he is saying like that? I have no way to get out of the house. This is the house and there are so many food items are served here and there. And the man is saying that he couldn't get out of the house because of the food items. He couldn't get out of his house because of the food items. I cannot get out of my front door. I cannot come out through my front door. It spoils my garden too. Here are so many pictures of so many plants and flowers, and your food items spoil my garden too. Here the little man said to Nancy, "Sometimes you are eating so little." That means too little. That is why I cannot came out of my door. I cannot open my door, and your food items spoil my garden too. Your food items spoil my garden too. The little man bowing again, "I am in a terrible fix. You see, sometimes you eat so little. I cannot get out of my front door. It spoils my garden too." Spoils means spoils. SPOILS, spoils. SPOILS, spoils means നശിപ്പിക്കുക. Spoils. Here, your food items, by your food items, I couldn't came out of the front door of my house, and your food items also spoil my garden too. Your food items also spoil my garden too. Next paragraph. But how can it be my fault? Then Nancy is asking the little man, how can it be my fault? Fault means mistake. FAULT, fault. What is the meaning of fault? Fault spelling FAULT, meaning mistake. It is not my fault. Fault means mistake. Then Nancy asked the little man, how can it be my fault? How can it be my fault? Nancy asked, going all pink and feeling rather silly. She became very pink, pale and rather silly. She is asking in a silly manner, how can it be my fault? My mother serves food in the plate and that food items blocked your front door and spoils your garden. Then how can it be my fault? Who asked this question? Nancy asked. To whom she asked? To the little man. Who is the little man? Mr. Manners. The little man is Mr. Manners. The little man introduces himself as Mr. Manners. Okay, I'll read that once again. The little man bowing again. I am in a terrible fix. You see, sometimes you eat so little. I can't get out of my front door. It spoils my garden too. But how can it be my fault? Fault means mistake. Nancy asked, going all pink and feeling rather silly. Well, said Mr. Manners. Then Mr. Manners is telling Nancy in a calm tone. Well, said Mr. Manners, how would you like if you had to walk through mountains of rice, cabbage and puddings? You think about yourself. While you are walking from your house or coming out of your house, if there is so much of rice, potatoes and cabbages are there, how do you feel? Think about it. You think about from my part. You think from my part. I am inside the house. When you think that you are inside the house, and when you open the door, front door of your house, there is a heap. Heap means kuna. Heap. Then there is a heap of rice and curries are there all over the front of your house. Then how can you came out of your house and how can you feel? Well, said Mr. Manners, how would you feel? How would you like if you had to walk through mountains of rice, cabbage and puddings? Every time I go for a walk, my clothes get sticky. You are wasting your food. If you eat fully, there is no problem to me. You are not eating fully. You are sparing all the food items in the plate. That is why I am in a confusion. What is the confusion? How can you walk through the rice, potatoes, cabbages and all the food items? My dress stick into that food items. If we are walking over the food items or cooked food, we get to stick, our dress get to stick. Stick means paste. That means our dress and the food items were sticking together. Our dress get sticked in the food items and we feel reluctant. We feel ugly and reluctant. Well, said Mr. Manners, how would you like if you had to walk through mountains of rice, cabbage and pudding? Every time I go for a walk, my clothes get sticky. Every time when I want to come out of my house, my dress gets sticky in the food items like rice and curry and puddings. That is what happens when you don't eat your food. That is what happens to me when you don't eat your food. That is why in that way you are causing fault to me, or you are making bad things to me. You are not making my way properly. You are making so many disturbance to me while you are not eating your food. Okay, then when you don't eat your food, it is disgusting. It is disgusting. Disgusting means a strong feeling of dislike. It is disgusting. The tough words from this topic are well, said Mr. Manners, how would you like if you had to walk through THROUGH? Through means THROUGHS. That means so many food items are spared here and there, and the little man had to walk through means in the midst of. Through means in the midst of. Through, Through, mountains of rice. The next word is mountains. M-O, can you say the spelling? Say the spelling loudly. M-O-U-N-T-A-I-N-S, mountains. M-O-U-N-T-A-I-N-S, mountains of rice, then cabbage and pudding. Every time I go for a walk, my clothes get sticky. Clothes, C-L-O-T-H-E-S. Clothes means dress. C-L-O-T-H-E-S. Clothes means dress. C-L-O-T-H-E-S. Clothes get sticky. S-T-I-C-K-Y. Sticky. Listen to the spelling. S-T-I-C-K-Y. Sticky. You say the spelling loudly and then write the word. S-T-I-C-K-Y. Sticky. That is what happens. H-A-P-P-E-N-S. Happens. H-A-P-P-E-N-S. Happens means take place. Happens, take place. That is what happens when you don't eat your food. It is disgusting. It is not. It is a disturbing thing. It causes a strong feeling of dislike. It causes a strong feeling of dislike. Disgusting. Listen to the spelling. Say the spelling loudly. D-I-S-G-U-S-T-I-N-G. Disgusting. It is disgusting. And that is what it is. He took a step down into the plate and began to tremble. What did the little man do? He took a step back to the plate. Now he was at the edge of the serving plate or food plate. Where is the little man now? He is at the edge of the food plate. Now with a reluctant tone, he put a step back to his plate. He put a step inside the plate, back to the plate. He is at the edge of the plate and now he took a step back to the plate and stepped down into the plate and began to tremble. Tremble means shiver. T-R-E-M-B-L-E, tremble. T-R-E-M-B-L-E, tremble. What is the meaning of tremble? Shiver, shivering with the cold. When we are having cold, we shiver and we use so many blankets over us to overcome the shiver or cold. Okay, then this much we have to take today, and let us stop here and I will read from the very beginning. Listen to the text. The trouble with Nancy was that she did not like cabbage, tomatoes, potatoes, meat or fish. She did not like cheese, chicken or rice pudding either. She quite liked the apple and chips, but you can't live on this. Now eat up your dinner, Nancy, mother said, or I shall get cross. But I don't like it, Nancy grumbled. Fancy, Nancy, that is what you are, mother answered, getting cross just as she had promised. Then she had bought Nancy a new plate. It had a funny little house painted on it. It had flowers and top stools painted outside the house. The cottage had a small door painted in yellow. Nancy loved to wash at the cottage. Mother had paid a good amount for the plate so that Nancy would eat her food happily. I am going into the kitchen now to get the pudding, she said, and when I come back, I want to see a nice clean plate. Don't let me get upset. No, don't let me get upset, Nancy. Mother left, leaving Nancy staring closely at her cabbage, potatoes and fried rice. Suddenly, a funny thing happened. The yellow door of the painted cottage opened. What happened then? The yellow door of the painted cottage opened and a little man came out. He had a bright yellow suit and a pointed hat. There is the description of the little man. He had a bright yellow suit and a pointed hat. He bowed politely before sitting down on the edge of Nancy's plate. What did the man do? He bowed politely before sitting at the edge of Nancy's plate. Who are you? Nancy asked. I am Mr. Manners, answered the little man. Did the man answered? What was the answer? I am Mr. Manners. Who was the man, little man? He is Mr. Manners. Bowing again, I am in a terrible fix. You see, sometimes you eat so little. I can't get out of my house, my friend door. It spoils my garden too. Your food items spoil my garden too. But how can it be my fault? Here, Nancy is asking, how can it be but how can it be my fault? Nancy asked, going all pink and feeling rather silly. Well, said Mr. Manners, you think about yourself. How would you like if you had to walk through mountains of rice, cabbage and puddings? Think about it. If you are in my position, how do you walk through the heap of rice, then puddings and cabbages? Mountains of rice, cabbage and puddings. Every time I go for a walk, my clothes get sticky. Every time I go for a walk, what happened? His clothes, Mr. Manner's clothes get sticky in the food items. That is what happens when you don't eat your food. It's disgusting. It's a feeling of dislike. It is a feeling of dislike. It's disgusting. That is what it is. He took a step down into the plate and began to tremble. Who took a step back? Mr. Manners took a step back and he began to tremble. Tremble means shiver. Look at the top words from this part. T-H-R-O-U-G-H. Through. T-H-R-O-U-G-H. Through. Next word is mountains. M-O-U-N-T-A-I-N-S. Close, C-L-O-T-H-E-S, close. Then sticky, S-T-I-C-K-Y, sticky. Then happens, H-A-P-P-E-N-S, happens. Next word is disgusting, D-I-S-G-U-S-T-I-N-T. The last word is tremble. Tremble means shiver. Tremble, T-R-E-M-B-L-E, tremble, shiver. Okay, I will read today's portion once more and you please listen to the text. Mother left, leaving Nancy staring closely at her cabbage, potatoes and fried rice. Suddenly a funny thing happened. The yellow door of the painted cottage opened and a little man came out. He had a bright yellow suit and a pointed hat. He bowed politely before sitting down on the edges of Nancy's plate. Who are you? Nancy asked. I am Mr. Manners, answered the little man. I am in a terrible fix. You see, sometimes you eat so little. I can't get out of my front door. It spoils my garden too. But how can it be my fault? Nancy asked, going all pink and feeling rather silly. Well, said Mr. Manners, how would you like if you had to walk through mountains of rice, cabbage and pudding? Every time I go for a walk, my clothes get sticky. That is what happens when you don't eat your food. It is disgusting. That is what it is. He took a step down into the plate and began to tremble. This much is enough for today. And let us continue in the next class. The most important thing you have to do is read the text. Read this portion so many times as possible. Okay, as you can. That means whenever you get time, your test is with you, there is no need of mobile phones for reading text. Test reading, there is for reading, for test reading, there is no need of mobile phones. You are studying in 4th standard and nobody, there is no need to need to ask the help of elders. You have to read yourself. And while I was taking class, you watch the video very closely and look at the text carefully. And while there is nobody with you, you can take your text and read so many times as possible. And you write down the tough words in your rough book. And after reading the test, you close your text and then write the tough words 10 times or 15 times in your rough book. Okay? Thank you. And let us continue in the next class. This will be enough for today. Okay.